Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful has always flourished on secrets that simmer under the surface before erupting into turmoil in the glittering but dangerous world of Los Angeles fashion, where empires rise and collapse with a single drawing or scandal. Few personalities have generated as much interest in recent years as Remy Price among the elite of Forrester creations, the Logans, the Spencers, and the constantly unpredictable wild cards who fall into their circle. Remy originally appeared on the canvas in late 2024 as a mysterious newcomer with sights for Electra Forrester, played with compelling intensity by Weissmann. What started off as a seemingly new beginning in the City of Angels swiftly devolved into obsession, deceit, and heartache, leaving a path of strained relationships and unresolved issues in its wake. Remy's first term was characterized by his unrelenting pursuit of Electra, a young Forrester designer whose skill and innocence made her a prime target for his deliberate approaches. There was a darker reality hidden behind the endearing grin and obviously sincere wish to connect. Remy has been pursuing her and creating deepfake photos to damage her personal life and reputation. Weissmann has described Remy as a hurt kid deep down, someone who never learned appropriate ways to manage emotions because of his acts, which were not just motivated by malice, but rather by a deep-seated sense of insecurity and neglect. His developing relationship with Electra and his developing romance with Deke, who might have been Remy's first real emotional support system in Los Angeles, were both destroyed by the revelation of these truths. As the show examined its first gay male marriage, Harrison Cohn's character Deke added a depth of complexity to Remy's story, filled with heartfelt moments and a historic on-screen kiss that connected with viewers. After a dramatic incident at Il Giardino in December 2025, Remy appeared to have disappeared. He claimed to be a changed man, seeking penance after the falsehoods and betrayals were revealed. Fans questioned whether they would see the mischievous person again after that. After all, soap operas are renowned for their brief departures that let characters reassemble off-screen before making spectacular comebacks. However, Remy Price remained in the background, waiting for the right opportunity to reappear, in classic bold and the beautiful fashion. That moment came on Tuesday, April 14, 2026, when Weissmann returned to the position under full contract rather than as a regular guest. The update demonstrates the show's dedication to strengthening Remy's incorporation into the main plot by providing him with plots that go well beyond short-lived romances or discrete plots. In an exclusive interview with Soap Opera Digest, Weissmann, who was nominated for a Daytime Emmy in the Emerging Talent category for his first role, expressed unrestrained enthusiasm. He said, "I am so over the moon, considering the chance to see Remy again after being absent for several months. The role has always had unrealized potential for the performer. It's been a blast," Weissmann added. "I've always loved playing Remy, and getting to expand on who I get to play with on the show, and getting to work with new people and bouncing off of each other. It's so invigorating as an actor." His remarks allude to a more integrated role this time around, in which Remy will actively impact continuing stories about the Forrester family, their adversaries, and the intricate web of interpersonal relationships that characterize the program rather than only appearing in a few episodes. Remy's unresolved sentiments for Deke are at the center of his comeback. When Remy's falsehoods about his past, the stalking of Electra, and the deepfakes that almost destroyed her job and stability came to light, their relationship collapsed spectacularly. Deke had been drawn to Remy's weakness because he could see past his outward arrogance to the young man who yearned for approval. But in the high-stakes realm of daytime drama, trust is notoriously hard to recover after it has been betrayed. I don't think he's necessarily earned it yet, and a lot of the dynamic that we see when Remy comes back is about whether or not that trust can actually be rebuilt, Weissmann said, acknowledging Remy's strong desire for a second shot with Deke. As Remy tries to show that he is capable of change, viewers may anticipate difficult confrontations, lingering chemistry, and possibly moments of true transformation. Because of the on-contract position, this relationship can be explored more slowly and subtly, possibly involving Deke's own group of pals as well as the larger LGBTQ+ representation that the program has started to fully embrace. However, Romance and atonement aren't the only aspects of Remy's return. The hinted mystery character link, a hidden tie to another well-known figure on the painting that promises to complicate things, has fans giddy with conjecture. Weissmann hinted that the revelation would be very unexpected and extremely logical once it was made public in the Soap Opera Digest interview. The history that becomes unveiled with Remy makes sense because this person is cut from the same cloth as him, and it just makes their relationship and everything to do with Remy so much more complicated. The expression cut from the same cloth conjures up common characteristics such as impulsivity, a talent for manipulation, a history of reinvention, and possibly a readiness to compromise morals for survival or personal benefit. Longtime viewers have been speculating about potential connections to Sheila Carter, the show's most infamous wild card. Remy seems to subtly reflect the chaotic energy that Sheila, the famous villain noted for her compulsive love affairs, startling resurrections from the dead, and cycles of violence and regret, symbolizes. Both characters have shown a tendency to use deceit as a defense against abandonment, striking out when they feel trapped or invisible. Plots including Deacon Sharp, Taylor Hayes, Finn Finnegan, and the larger Forrester-Spencer feuds would take on explosive new dynamics if Remy had blood ties to Sheila, a secret family secret, or perhaps a previous alliance. Imagine Remy joining forces with Sheila in a plot for support or retribution, their cloth coming together to form an unusual but powerful partnership that shakes the foundations of several households. Weissmann's remarks that the connection makes relationships so much more complicated are a perfect fit for Sheila's complex web of entanglements, which includes her son Finn's conflicting allegiances, her difficult past with Deacon, and her ongoing exclusion despite her repeated attempts to fit in. Of course, the rich history of Bold and the Beautiful offers more options. Is it possible that Remy has unreported connections to the Logan sisters, possibly as a result of a kid concealed from one of Brooke's numerous turbulent relationships or a forgotten affair? Or perhaps a link to the Spencer media conglomerate, where scandal and deceit are valued highly. The program has a lengthy history of unexpected family revelations that drastically alter character motivations. Consider the countless surprises concerning paternity, covert adoptions, and long-lost cousins. Regardless of the precise connection, its timing in relation to Remy's contract return implies that it will operate as a springboard for more extensive arcs, possibly connecting with ongoing narratives about fashion rivalries, corporate takeovers, or personal crises at Forrester Creations. The story of Christian Weissmann's quest to find and return to Remy is a soap opera in and of itself. Prior to Remy's arrival, the actor tried out several times for Bold and the Beautiful, but he was never able to land a part until the ideal character emerged. Remy came about, and it all worked out very serendipitously, he said in previous interviews. Weissmann treats Remy with compassion rather than condemnation because he is a gifted actor, writer, and person who gives nuance to complicated, imperfect persons. He views the persona as a result of emotional deprivation and loneliness rather than a one-dimensional evil. When he has these impulsive moments of lashing out or doing bad things, he is just a hurt kid deep down, and he doesn't know how to place his emotions. Weissmann is positioned as a rising star in daytime television because to this nuanced performance, which has received accolades and an Emmy nomination. Now that Remy is back under contract, there are a lot more storytelling opportunities. Anticipate scenarios that go deeper into his past, such as talks or flashbacks that reveal the layers of his family background and the causes of his behavioral habits. If Remy's development seems genuine, his encounters with Elektra might reemerge, requiring her to face unresolved issues or possibly discover surprising points of agreement. The Deke plot, which explores themes of forgiveness, LGBT identity in a traditionally heteronormative soap opera setting, and the difficulties of loving someone with a difficult past, presents chances for poignant drama. Veterans like Eric Forrester, Ridge, Steffi, or even Hope Logan might become involved if the enigmatic connection is made public. Remy's comeback is a perfect example of how the Bold and the Beautiful has always mastered the art of combining genuine human drama with high fashion glamour. With its sunny beaches, lavish houses, busy design offices, and softly lit restaurants like Il Giardino where confrontations and confessions take place, Los Angeles offers the ideal setting. The audience is left waiting for the fireworks as Remy returns to our world, saying he's prepared for a new chapter while bearing the burden of his secrets. Will he be able to win Deke back, or will pressure cause old tendencies to resurface? How will the enigmatic connection change his friendships and rivalries? And now that he's a more permanent fixture, what new plans or redemptions might he pursue? Weissmann's enthusiasm is evident and infectious. He says that coming back was energizing, especially the opportunity to work with a larger group of people. Characters like Remy are introduced or expanded upon on a show as timeless as Bold and the Beautiful, which is currently in its fourth decade. This keeps the storyline current while paying tribute to the show's history of daring turns and emotional nuance. While new viewers lured in by the contract news may quickly catch up on the high-stakes interpersonal struggles that define the series, fans who followed Remy's first turbulent narrative will appreciate the progress. After the return on April 14th, viewers may expect a combination of tension and tenderness as episodes unfold. Remy might begin with little gestures toward Deke, such as a frank admission of his shortcomings or a heartfelt apology over coffee, but the mysterious connection would complicate things and force him to choose between self-preservation and honesty. Scenes between them, two survivors of their own creation navigating a world that frequently rejects them, may sizzle with shared emotion if the connection is indeed to a figure like Sheila. Their same-cloth link may show up in cooperative schemes, subtle agreements, or even confrontations when their approaches diverge. Beyond the current narrative, Remy's contract status is indicative of larger developments in daytime television, such as a readiness to fund different plots and younger talent. With his experience working on shows like Dear White People and Saved by the Bell, Weissmann adds a contemporary touch that enhances the show's appeal to audiences today. His literary background might even have an impact on upcoming scripts, giving Remy's inner conflicts more realism. The Bold and the Beautiful ultimately succeeds because its characters are always evolving. They reflect the unpredictable nature of life by evolving, regressing, surprising, and connecting. Once a minor problem, Remy Price is about to take center stage and have an impact on the Forrester Empire and beyond. The promise of a game-changing mystery link and Christian Weissmann's contract return guarantee that the drama, romance, and revelations that keep millions of people watching every day will be delivered in the upcoming weeks. It remains to be seen if Remy finds atonement, rekindles old passions, or unleashes fresh mayhem. One thing is certain, though, his return is anything from typical in a town known for its beauty and daring maneuvers. Fans are excited to see it unravel and reweave into the always-changing tapestry of love, treachery, and second chances that characterizes this cherished soap opera. The canvas now has a deeper, more complex thread. Familiar circles are intrigued by Christian Weissmann's return to Los Angeles, but nothing seems certain this time. He's back on contract, calm as ever, and exudes a quiet assurance that indicates he's rewriting rather than just revisiting the past. Those who recall his previous mistakes and the secrets he concealed are instantly intrigued by his presence. However, Christian seems unconcerned, entering discussions with a sly smile, as though he had knowledge that others are unaware they are lacking. In the meantime, tension is increased by Remy's sudden return. His arrival is anything but random, and rumors start to circulate that Christian's unexpected reappearance has something to do with his return. Even while neither guy publicly admits a relationship, their nuanced conversations and deliberate looks allude to an untold shared past. It's obvious that Remy has a reason for returning, and it might include someone no one is aware of. Little hints start to emerge as the days go by. Every moment contributes to a greater mystery, whether it's a difficult encounter or a mysterious phone call. People who are closest to the issue begin to feel that something important is happening behind the surface. As the puzzle pieces don't fit together perfectly, old connections are put to the test and fresh suspicions surface. Others wonder if Christian's goals are really as benign as he claims because of the stark contrast between his composed manner and the discomfort that is spreading around him. Remy, however, appears to be motivated by something more intimate. His resolve points to unresolved issues, and his unwillingness to provide an explanation just heightens the suspense. It becomes evident that this story goes much beyond anyone's original expectations when a mysterious character from the past is gently mentioned. Everything could be turned upside down by the potential for a secret connection between all three people. The truth seems closer than ever, but potentially more perilous, as tensions rise and secrets tighten their hold. And just when it looks like the answers could finally be revealed, a startling turn of events makes everyone wonder who is truly trustworthy and draws viewers farther into the mystery with no way out.